Welcome back to the Narcissist Series. This is part 6. Go back if you feel called to. I'm speaking from lived experience, being the main narc in my life was my mother. But this can be applied to all narcs across the board. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Now let's roll. Guilt is supposed to serve a purpose. In a healthy environment, guilt helps you recognize when you've done something that goes against your own values. It helps you grow. It helps you create correct behavior in a way that aligns with who you actually are. But when you're raised by a narcissistic mother, guilt isn't used as guidance, it's used as control. It's used to override your independence before it even has a chance to fully form. You start noticing it early. Anytime you tried to create distance, anytime you had your own opinion, anytime you wanted something that didn't revolve around her emotional needs, there was guilt. Not always loud, not always aggressive. Sometimes it showed up as disappointment. Sometimes it showed up as sadness. Sometimes it showed up as subtle phrases designed to make you feel like your independence was causing harm. After everything she's done for you, after everything she sacrificed, how could you treat her like this? As a child, that lands deep because you don't have the emotional framework yet to separate your identity from her emotional state. So you internalize it. You start believing that your independence is selfish, that your boundaries are hurtful, that choosing yourself comes at the cost of hurting someone else. So instead of choosing yourself, you choose guilt avoidance. You stay close, you stay compliant, you stay emotionally available in ways that cost you your own stability. Not because you want to, because your nervous system was trained to associate independence with emotional punishment. And this conditioning follows you into adulthood. You might feel guilty for saying no, even when you have every right to say no. You might feel guilty for creating distance, even when distance is necessary for your own peace. You might feel guilty for prioritizing your own needs, your own time, your own life, not because you're doing something wrong, because guilt was installed as a mechanism to keep you emotionally accessible. Guilt became the invisible fucking leash. It kept you connected even when connection was costing you your own well-being. But here's the truth that changes everything once you see it clearly. Guilt is only valid when it reflects a violation of your own values, not when it's used to manipulate your behavior to serve someone else's emotional fucking needs. You were trained to feel guilty for becoming your own person. You were trained to feel guilt for separating. You were trained to feel guilty for existing outside of her control. But guilt installed through manipulation isn't truth. It's fucking conditioning. And once you recognize that, you can start separating your actual conscious from the guilt that was programmed into you because your independence was never wrong. It was just inconvenient to a system that depended on your emotional availability to survive. 333 on that timer. Nothing's random. Spirit is here. On that note, if you made it this far, you know the drills. Touch all the buttons. Show some love because we're all getting fucking graded and we're getting watched not only by the app, by source, by spirit. So when people think that, karma's not real, a lot of individuals are learning what the fuck karma is and are starting to believe in the Most High. On that note, come back for the next part.